So I'm here today with Gemma Furnivall, who is one of the parliamentary candidates for Furnivall to Newville. Gemma, as you may have guessed by her beautiful red outfit, is our Labour candidate. Just in terms of impartiality, I did also reach out to the other main candidates as well, but I didn't hear anything back. So thank you very much for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
One of the things I'm conscious of is that we have 3 female parliamentary candidates for the main 3 groups now. Is that, for the main 3 parties, is that unprecedented? Are we seeing more of that now?
I'd like to say we're seeing more of that now, but we're not really. So only 30% of candidates in this election are women.
Okay.
That's across all the parties. It's more for the Labour Party, which I'm really proud of. But yeah, only 30% of candidates for this snap election are women. So
Okay.
there's a lot more work to do to get women into politics. And I've been involved in that movement for a lot of years before I was selected to stand for Parliament. So there are some really great organisations that women can have a look at if they're interested in that, and they are cross-party organisations.
Okay.
So 50/50 Parliament is worth a look, and Elect Her as well.
I know about Elect Her.
And they run lots of really excellent workshops for people from all parties, all kind of political persuasions, to try and get more women into politics. And they have specific workshops for women of colour and disabled women as well. So trying to increase that representation all the time to get female voices into politics.
Fabulous, because we can't really be represented properly without bringing ourselves forward into that forum.
Exactly that.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about, Gemma, is I appreciate we are all living very busy lives. A lot of us are juggling work, children, and outside interests, and pageantry, and all sorts of other things. If you are speaking to those women who are thinking about tomorrow and thinking about, I've got to look after the kids, I've got to work tomorrow, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, what would you say to them to encourage them to get out and vote and actually make their voices heard?
So the main thing I would say is that this election is pretty wide open. So, particularly in Fareham and Waterlooville, where anything could happen. And so every vote really makes a difference. And, if we want to see change, which, as a representative of the Labour Party, I believe we want to see change, and to get, more of those kind of strong female voices in, it is really, really important. Every vote will matter tomorrow. And actually, if you're really struggling, so if you don't have transport, or reach out to the party that, to any of the parties actually, because there might be somebody who could give you a lift, or who could help out tomorrow, just to kind of make sure that your voice is heard as well. But we know it's really tricky. It's really tricky to stand, like I've got a 6-year-old, I'm disabled, so totally appreciate that voting can sometimes feel like it's not for you and it's too much of a struggle. But actually we need your voices. Your politicians, they're there to serve you. So if you can, get there.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.